Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. As you can see, I got my wife here and my kiddos. We're in a Mitsubishi Outlander because we are on our way to Dallas to go pick up a car for my little wife here. Yay! So let's get on the way. All right, we are here in Grapevine, Texas. This car absolutely sucks.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
But it did get 30.7 miles per gallon, which isn't great. This thing is like one of the slowest modern cars I've ever driven. And we are here at the dealership. Right. But we're not going to go here. We're going to get some gas.
Yeah, we need gas first.
But this is the dealership. We're going to go fill up the rental just so it's not as big of a pain.
Turn right.
And then we'll be back. Alright, still here in beautiful Dallas. I just got gas in my rental here. Look at that, 12.6 gallons. So this car, it's decently nice inside, but it is one of the slowest modern cars I have ever driven in my life. Very, 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 very slow. I guess probably especially with 4 people in it. But man, it's like, I'll try to show you guys before we take it in, but it's like, I think it's CVT and it just goes so slow. I gotta check out the specs on this thing. It's gotta be like atrocious. Like 140 horsepower or something awful like that in a 3-row SUV. Terrible, but we're about to go pick up her car. Just letting the kids go potty. And then we'll head to the dealership and get this going. So you guys have to let me know what you think of this car. And I will let you know, I dare someone to say that I didn't shop around. I literally looked at every Challenger on sale in the United States that I could get to that was within the model type that we wanted, which is adaptive cruise control and all that. So this car is completely fully loaded and it's really expensive. So we'll get into that later, but I looked absolutely everywhere. And luckily the car I found was only 300 miles or whatever from me, which is good. Last time I had to drive 15, so I won. 1,500 that is. So I was talking about how slow this car is. I'm gonna do a pull right now. Ready? I'm gonna hit it from a 10 roll. I'm all the way down. Oh man, that was.
Oh, that was fast.
Ooh, barely slow this thing down. Where'd I get up to? Like 30 or 40?
Musta.
Man, that was scary.
Okay, you're gonna make it right.
I didn't get scared.
You didn't get scared?
No, either.
Neither did you?
Oh, you guys weren't scared?
No.
How do you guys get scared when Daddy goes fast in his car? No?
Louder.
No.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
All right, just arrived here at the dealership. I think this is our sales guy.
Daniel?
This is Daniel, our salesman.
Andrea?
Yes, I'm Andrea.
Perfect.
This is Sydney.
Hey, Cindy.
Big David. And I'm getting little one out.
Hi,
Takes
David.
a minute.
It's good to see you,
To
brother.
David.
This is good, David.
California.
Oh, we're not. Yeah,
We got a rental so that then we can just return it and just drive one car home.
California plates and a Compton hat, though, man.
But we
Oh,
are
yeah.
from California, actually.
Yeah, everybody loves the Compton hat. No,
Okay.
Because then you'll be able to bring it.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, David.
David.
You're sharing. That's
Yeah. Well, that was kind.
Positive.
You carry it. Come on. You guys see?
I'm sorry, that's just the cutest thing I've seen all day.
I love it. Super excited.
Well,
Okay,
this is it.
here. That's David. Okay, you're doing right here. You want me to open it so you can look at it?
TA 392.
The seats aren't automatic?
They are on the driver's seat.
Oh. On mine, both are, huh?
They left a manual on the passenger seat to give you a way into the back row a little bit quicker.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Faster on the other side.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. We've seen the cars where they have
David, scoot over to behind Daddy.
Okay, I'm trying not to.
where this is like my Cadillac. Remember how awful that was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the seat, like, watch. I bet Sissy can even pull this.
Just move your feet, baby.
Yeah.
My one warning is I forgot to ride with y'all for driving it off the wall.
Okay.
Chair.
Which I know is inconvenient every way, but
Okay. He has to go
it's gonna
with
be
us if we
covered under
drive it
our
off the
dealership
lot.
until you buy it.
Do you need to drive it then?
I don't think so. Do you? I don't think so. I'm not gonna really change my mind. Yeah?
We'll see how it feels.
It feels good.
It's weird
Sorry.
and the Challenger is like everything's angled towards the driver. It's totally different.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's like it encapsulates me.
I feel like I can't see this.
Well, you don't need to see it.
It's like not facing me.
You don't need to see it. It's not for you.
What years you Charger?
17?
17? Is it 392 or? Yeah. Okay, so y'all familiar with like launch control?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the drive modes, great, awesome.
Mine actually has a Pro Charger on it.
Does yours have the adaptive cruise control and the forward collision prevention? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure if there's anything big that I need to cover, I can.
Yeah, I don't think
Got a
so.
seat cooler.
All right, we're here in the showroom, and they actually have a whole bunch of cool cars here. I'm surprised. This is the other one we were looking at. I know a bunch of people will be like, she should have gotten this one, but this one's like the same pretty much, like the options are the same. Yeah, the price was the same, which is $54,800. So this is basically the trim of her car. That's why I was really curious about the Hardin Carmen premium one, the 18 speaker. Actually sounded pretty good. I only tested it for a little bit, but she preferred white over that gray. They also have a Demon in here. You like this Demon, Nana?
Yeah, I love the Demon. What is there not to like about the Demon?
Why do they have all this on it? Like it's like a.
Can't touch it. Well, because it's almost $100,000.
I mean, it's a nice car, but like it bothered me when they did that with the Type R too. Like just. I mean, it's expensive, but it's still just a car. I go to all kinds of places where I see $100,000 cars that aren't all roped off. But I guess they probably don't want people touching all over it. Can't blame them.
Is that which one you're getting?
No, I'm getting the white one.
And here's look, proves my point exactly. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the price on this is $99,415. You notice an absence of rails around this one. That one is less expensive and it has the rails. I know it's a lot more likely that people are going to screw with it, but it still bugs me. Yeah, they got at least 3 Trackhawks and they got a couple outside I saw. So they're hardcore. I really like the way this one looks. Sick.
I'm back.
Okay, you can where are we going to go?
We're gonna head back to my office. I'll show you where I'm at.
Okay, I just wanted to check out this the new 19 one you guys have.
Oh.
I haven't seen one of these yet.
Whenever you get done, it's that way.
Okay. So this is actually really cool. Look at the screen. It feels really different than I expected it to. Like that's pretty cool, but it just this must be like a top range model, but it feels really like busy. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's just a lot of stuff. Like this is all out there, that's all out there. Like it says Ram up here. Like I don't know. It's just really, it's almost claustrophobic. It's just a lot, almost overwhelming. But I guess you probably get used to it. The screen is so crazy though. I gotta see this. I have to check one of these out. And look at that panoramic sunroof. What else has this thing got? Wow, look at all those buttons. Oh, it's just sunroof in the rear thing. This is so nice. The door even opens nicely. Like when you pull the handle, most trucks have like a harder pull. So they obviously set up the pulleys and hydraulics in that really well. It's a 5.7 Hemi. And I wanted to see the price on this. Okay, this is 63, so it's pretty much fully loaded. It's got adaptive cruise. So I always wondered if they put adaptive cruise in the trucks, how low did they put the radar unit? I don't see a radar unit. So it must be hidden or something? Because I just kind of wonder if the radar unit is in a spot where if you lift it, if it'll still work. But obviously I don't even know where it is. These don't look like radar, they just look like sensors, parking sensors, but who knows. But it does have a lot of sensors on it. It even has these, so pretty damn cool. I like the way it looks too. It does look a little soft though. The Rams were really hard for a while and aggressive looking, and I think this one has gone a little bit away from that. Hey everybody, so it is the next day, or the day after actually. The next day was the day that I finished working on that, where I just drove it today, as a matter of fact, and so I just popped the hood to so it would cool down and I can check the coolant level again. Even though this video is about the TA, I'm still making it about myself. Ooh, that would have been bad. Ow! Jesus, this stuff is hot. But the level looks fine. It's just all hot. Okay. So I think that's fine, and as far as how this is supposed to be hooked up, I mean, that seems right. It all looks right to me. Just those two, I mean, that's all it should take. I don't know. But this is what we're here for. So this is a 392 TA, and the reason why we went with this car instead of the just the normal Scat Pack is honestly, okay, my wife preferred the TA package. She liked it. She liked the way it looked, but of course they're more expensive. It's like a $5,000 premium on top of the car. But unfortunately, if you want a fully loaded car like this, you just cannot find them that aren't either a TA or a, whatever other models they have. Like they have the, I don't know, what the Scat Pack Appearance or something like that. They got other stuff, and you basically can't find one that's just a Scat Pack with all this stuff on it. For whatever reason, go in and look around, you will find very, very, very few of them that actually have all the packages and aren't a TA or anything like that. So it just kind of worked out where we of course had to pay a little bit extra for it, but at least we got something for it. And I'll talk about the deal that we got on this car later, because that's going to be a different story. But for now, I'll show you guys what's in it. And I forgot my keys, so I'll be right back. All right, got my keys, so let's do a cold start and hear how this bad boy sounds. I forgot how quiet these things are when they're just completely stock. Rather underwhelming. Another thing I noticed, and when you talk about a comparison, this one, first off, there's no release for it, and there's a cap. Mine's capless, so for whatever reason they did that with the Challengers. And also no seat memory, so every time I drive her car I'm gonna have to manually move it back before I could even fit in the car, because otherwise I can't even sit down. It has that new car smell. Gotta love that. So we already got the car seats in here, and these are the same Diono car seats I have in my car. So they're really heavy. They're like 30 pounds a piece, I think, roughly. The only other times I've been in I mean, I drove this one all the way from Dallas, so I'm kind of familiar with it at this point, but just the way it's laid out, like it's more like a cockpit in this car. I guess it just kind of represents it being a two-door and kind of a coupe-like design where it's driver-centric, and mine isn't that way. Like everything is just there, like it's community. This one, it seems to be more based around the driver. But the car looks pretty good. I like it. It has these white gauges, sunroof. But just quickly go over the options. Again, I'll make another video to like kind of go over all the pricing and everything. But just to show you what it's got here, it's of course it's got the TA package, which is $5,000, expensive, and the technology package, which is $11.95. Then it also has the leather interior group, which is of course these Alcantara, which I think they call these the houndstooth or something like that. Then the driver convenience group, which gives you HIDs, blind spot monitoring, remote start, and the garage door opener, which is that little guy right there. And the exciting thing about this is it has a Harman Kardon 18 speaker, which is the top-notch stereo, and it sounds a incredible amount better than my car. A little disappointed in mine now. This just sounds like it's like night and day. And it also has a TA branded car cover, and that's in the trunk. We haven't even looked at it yet. And auto, power sunroof, black hood pins, and of course the Uconnect stereo, and that comes out to $54,830. And we of course didn't pay that because I'm all about getting good deals. So I think that's pretty much everything to show inside the car. I mean, you guys have all been in Challengers. Yeah, the car, it feels very like, I don't know, the noise feels like distant. Like you don't get like a big rumble sensation. I will say it feels a lot smoother than mine though, which I guess isn't surprising. All right, let's look under the hood now. To be honest, this is gonna be my first time popping the hood in this thing. I didn't even look under it. So it's got these hood pins, which is kind of cool. Someone needs to tell my wife that these are cool, because she's not sure if she likes them. And I said, no, they're cool. And she said it just looks kind of weird or whatever. She's not used to this kind of stuff. And obviously I still have to pop it. I think they look cool. I was glad it had them, but I could see where people don't like it. And I also feel like these look better without the stripe, but I know a lot of people will probably, say this is the nostalgia because this is what the old cars had on them. But I think it just looks better without that. With just the black roof and stuff, it looks really clean. And these doors are super hard to close. Like, I don't close the door correctly all the time. A different spot? Okay, so she does get the little, that must come with the TA package. So otherwise it looks pretty standard. And yeah, so just wanted to show this. Like, so here there's a ton of clearance between the two. Like on hers, I would have zero problem getting a tool in there. That's fine. On mine, whatever reason, the fans are closer. So it must have something to do with the Pro Charger, where they needed to move the fans back a little bit. Because on mine, there is not this much room. Like I can practically put my hand there. On the other one, I can't even put a finger between them. I mean, it's an engine. It's kind of interesting to see how everything differs. Like changing her thermostat would be like a cakewalk. It'd take 2 seconds. She doesn't have a bunch of stuff in the way. Actually, in general, it looks like there's a lot more room. So it's the Pro Charger that just adds a lot of stuff in the way. I didn't work on my car much without the Pro Charger, or at all without the Pro Charger, so I didn't really get a chance to see what it was like otherwise. Alright, so that's it under the hood. And of course it's going to take our 134YF like mine. Let's hope she never has to refill it. Pretty much it. I think it looks really cool, and she really likes this car. Are these supposed to go on the left or right? I would assume this way. Oh, that looks like it's crossed over. So I should have noted this before I took them off. Yeah, that seems better, right? Yeah, I mean, as far as getting under the hood to work on the car, it's kind of annoying having these. But whatever, they look cool. I guess if she really wanted to, she can cut these off. They just go underneath there. They actually just go through one of those little holes. There's nothing fancy about it. So you could add those to any car. Yeah, pretty nice. Now, let me go back in the car and discuss one more thing. So the reason why we went with the Challenger, or why my wife did, because we talked about it a bunch, and she really likes the way the Challenger looks. And once I heard that she was interested in the Challenger instead of the Mustang, because we were like dead set on a Mustang, like we were going to buy one. And they're less expensive than this, to be honest. So it would have been easier to buy the Mustang. It would have cost like, I don't know, a few grand less, $5 less or so. But the Challenger is just so useful. Like, the kids can sit, like, we drove all the way back from Dallas with me driving. So my son was behind me, my daughter's there, and my wife. So that's 4 people in a car, and I'm 6'3", and we all fit. There's no way that would have happened in the Mustang. In the Mustang, you know, you're practically, the seats touching, and in this, there's just so much more room. It's like a sedan. It's a big car. So it's like a cool looking 2-door that still has the kind of the functionality of a 4-door. In senses, I mean, obviously you don't have the doors, but I mean, in terms of car size, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think this is a cool car, and I know this video is going to be kind of long, but just wanted to kind of give an overview, and we're going to be doing cool stuff with this thing. I'll do some tests with it, whatever mods we end up going with, I don't really know, but for now I think she needs some sort of exhaust, and she was saying that she wants it louder, so I suggested a muffler delete to her, because I think that's just the cheapest and easiest way to get more louds, and it's pretty reversible. And that's all I have on my car, and mine sounds pretty good. So that's going to be it for now. You guys let me know what you think of the car. Really excited to have it. And now we have a Mopar family. I never realized I was a Mopar person, but I just really like my Charger. It's like, it's seriously the best car I've ever owned as far as how versatile it is. Like, I can drive it every day and it's still fast and it gets okay mileage. Like, there's really not a lot of compromises with these cars. And other than, you know, fuel economy, which is not, you know, it's not an Accord or something, but other than that, I mean, it's a big car. Like, everything is cool about it, and it's like useful. I don't know, I've had a lot of cars in my lifetime. I probably need to make a video of that. I've owned like 30 different cars, or 25 or something like that. A lot of different cars, and like a variety of different cars, and none of them have really felt like they had the versatility that the Charger does. You know, it always feels like you're giving something up, and in that, you're just not really giving anything up. It like does everything for you, and it's a 4-door. So I'll probably buy something like that forever, because having a 2-door, being as tall as I am with a family, just doesn't work. So that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. You guys let me know what you think of the car. Let me know what you think we can do with it, and be sure to go on my wife's channel. I'll link it below, because this is her car, and she's gonna be making videos with it and doing stuff with it. And like I mentioned last time, she's not really a car person. I mean, she's kind of a car person because I am, and so she's always been involved in the car industry, because I always have, and we've been together for you know, whatever, 16, 17 years. But you know, she's never really had her own car that she was modding and stuff. It's always been like a partner thing, but now, like, this is her car, it's not mine. I'm not going to drive it I mean, I'll drive it every once in a while, but it's not mine, it's hers. And the other thing is we're gonna have to sell the Accord. It's over there somewhere. So I'll be making a video on that, and we'll get it prepped to sell. And that's it. Peace, everybody.